A deja vu is usually a glitch in the matrix.
Hi, I'm Stu, and welcome back to another LumaFusion video tutorial. When I was watching the Deja Vu teaser trailer for The Matrix a few weeks ago, this little transitional blend between three different video clips caught my eye, and it's something that I want to try and replicate in LumaFusion. We will simplify it a bit by just using two clips, but at the end of the video I'll show you how you can combine different techniques to actually come up with something even more sophisticated but without the hassle. So let's get started. You're going to need two video clips, one sitting on top of the other. The bottom clip on the main timeline needs to be roughly 3 seconds and 4 frames. Now, if you want this whole thing to be faster, reduce the overall time on the main clip on the timeline. The other clip is the one that's above, and you want it to be 2 seconds, and you want it to start 12 frames in from the edge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then that way you'll get the full effect working. So you're showing off the bottom clip, which is the head and shoulders shot, for half a second, and then that's going to blend into the close-up, which is the top clip. And we're then going to use cropping keyframes blend between the two. So it's almost like doing a match cut. It's just a transition wipe from left to right, and then it comes back out to the headshot. So let's look at what we actually have to do. I've got another version here. This time there is no keyframing, and we'll apply it next. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is highlight the 2 second clip like I've got here, and then go into your frame and fit. You're then going to go to cropping, and all the magic is going to happen by creating keyframes within the cropping. Make sure you're at the beginning of the clip, and then the first setting that you're going to want to apply is moving the right slider all the way over to 100 so that it goes all the way over to the left, because that's going to be our starting point. Then once you've moved the right hand slider all the way over, apply your first keyframe. You're then going to want to move 12 frames in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you're going to set the right to 75. Now I've found the easiest way to do this, apart from using obviously slider, is to tap on the little pencil icon and physically type it in. And if you press and hold any one of these little boxes, you can save that particular setting. So in this case 75. You'll also see I've got 25 and 50 saved, and they become more important later on. Your second point, which automatically generates the keyframe, is here, and that's at 12 frames in. You're then going to want to move a whole second forward, and at 1 second and 12 frames you're then going to apply 75 to the left, and the right's going to go down to 0. Slide that all the way over, and then the left you're going to want to bring it up to 75. And again, I've got it pre-programmed in, so why not use it? Then the final keyframe right at the very end is another 12 frames away, and we can just tap the end, and we want to apply 100 to the left. So all you have to do is just slide the slider all the way up to 100, and that's you've got your 4 positional points. If we double tap and go to the beginning and then play things through, there's the initial effect. For the next wipe transition, we have got it going from right to left this time. And all you've really got to do is just reverse the settings. So if we go into the clip, tap on cropping, and we'll go to our first keyframe, you will see we're on the left hand side this time, and it's coming all the way over to 100 on the right. Then 12 frames in, we're setting things at 75, and that's giving you your gap effectively, and we're maintaining that gap all the way across to 1 second, 12 frames. Then once you get to this position, the right hand slider is set to 75, and then in the final keyframe the right hand slider goes all the way up to 100, and if I just play the whole thing through for you, you'll see that gives you the wipe right. Same as the first clip, but just obviously going the opposite way, so the settings are backwards. In this one, things are slightly different. We start off with a close-up, and then we go wider, and we do it in a sort of theatrical curtains opening sort of vibe. And the way we set that up is if we go into the clip, into cropping, starting with the first keyframe, we're setting the crop to 50/50, left and right. You're then coming in 11-12 frames, and you're setting things up to 25 left and right, and then you're holding that for about a second, and then you're opening things all the way up, so you set everything to 0. I just put one last keyframe at the end just to maintain that 000 all the way across the board for this particular effect. And then that way there's not going to be any movement or anything happening that will cause like a slider to suddenly jump back or anything like that. You'll also notice I've set this one to the end. And the reason being for that is I want to start in a close-up, then go to the wide. And if it was positioned in the middle, you would start with a close-up, go to the wide, but then you would end up back at the close-up. That obviously doesn't flow as well. So that's why that's positioned that way. We've got an elderly gentleman, and it's the opposite. We're going to close things up. So let's take a quick look at that. Again, back into cropping. We'll start at the first keyframe. Everything's set to 0 this time because we're starting from the outside. You're then coming in 12 frames, and you're getting your 25/25. So again, you're just reversing the settings. Holding that for 1 second. You're then at the 50/50 point, and once again, right at the end, 50/50. And there we have the curtains closing, if you look at it like that. We're back at the young lady at the beginning, and this time we're going to go top to bottom. So again, the first keyframe, everything's zeroed out apart from the bottom crop, which is 100% up the way. You can see it like that. Then if we come in 12 frames, that opens up to 75. Now you could make that a little bit wider if you wanted to, and you could extend it down to 60, whatever suited you, but I'm still sticking with my 75. But then jumping a second later, I open things right the way up, and this time the top cropping line comes down to 75, everything else is set to 0, and then the final frame, everything is zeroed out apart from the top one, which goes to 100. And the cool thing about doing it this way is that now that we've got a stack of 3 clips, if you play them together, you get this really unique cross transition effect. And you can also mix and match. So for example, I could put this clip over here and run the clip through. Just place it back for now. But what I can also do is take this clip, put it on top, so that we've got the original timeline plus a 3 stack above, and you get this kind of effect. And it just comes down to your imagination to how you actually would apply it. And we'll just pop that back. That's roughly where it was. And it's just a case of choosing which effects work best with the other. You can see. So there you go. That's my take on the Deja Vu teaser trailer that they put out for The Matrix Resurrections, and I will catch you on the next video tutorial. See you later.
If you like the video, then give it a thumbs up, as it really helps the channel. Don't forget to subscribe for more video tutorials every week, and ring the bell to get notified of when Stu has uploaded a new video tutorial. You have been watching. I am Stu. See you later.